What's up, guys? Wait. What's up, guys? I'm back, and we are almost at 2,000 subscribers. So, I think this calls for a special video. Today, we're going to be going over how to make an Oliver Francis style beat. So, let's take a listen to our beat. So hopefully that was enough to hear what's going on, guys. Before we go into how to make this beat, if you guys want to skip to how to make the beat, go to whatever time I am annotating right here. So, Oliver Francis. He is a pretty dope guy. I'm going to be reading off of my notes. Alright. Oliver Francis. If I could use words to describe Oliver Francis, is that he is relatable. He doesn't hide the fact that he likes to rap and make music, but also enjoys anime and video games and lots of weed. In fact, he references all this stuff in his music, especially his newer music. You will hear him sample Kingdom Hearts. Simple and clean right there, slowed down. You will hear him sample some anime. And then here's another Kingdom Hearts sample.
Although my heart may be weak, it's not alone. It's grown with each new experience, and it's found a home with all the friends I've made.
He talks about it, you know, in this song right here.
I just trying to smoke my dog, watch anime, yeah.
I mean, he is straight up about what he likes. I really like that a lot of his newer stuff is about being you and being honest and being who you are.
As of lately, I've been trying to write a rap with some substance. I was sick and tired of trying to be somebody I wasn't.
And he doesn't shy away from that. To be honest, if I got a chance to hang out with Oliver Francis, I could only imagine that it would be full of talking about some video games, literally RPGs like Final Fantasy. I know he likes that. You'll hear this sample right here I'm about to play. That's from a Final Fantasy MMO, I'm pretty sure. You know, this guy is relatable, especially when it comes to a field of all these different rappers who, like Kanye, who's MAGA right now. You got 21 Savage, who's got major beef with old friends. You got people got shot, like 50 Cent. This kid's doing his thing. I mean, he's awesome. Another thing that's also really cool that I like about him is he uses FL Studios. He talks about that in his songs. He talks about being in the stew.
In the FL Studio, making new breakthroughs, yeah.
He's accomplished his dream. That's one thing we're going to reference later when writing lyrics, but, he really is proud of this dream that he's accomplished. And to be honest, man, I think he's an inspiration. But, let's keep going. Let's go into the beat itself. I want to talk about making the beat, alright? Alright, guys. So, you're going to notice first, or I'm going to tell you what we do first, really, is the progression. When it comes to we're making a beat like his, or at least one style of beat like his. He likes to go lo-fi sometimes and use a lot of samples.
Lyrically, I blast back when I smash tracks. Wipe the sweat from on my brow and turn my polo cap back.
But your progression's gonna be key no matter what, and it doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, let me merge all my pattern clips right here so we can take a look at the progression. Alright? Alright. So you can see that this is a very obvious pattern. Just look at this. I'll even play it. So you'll notice that this part right here and this part are the same. And then this and this are different, but I go and use it again right here. This pattern is good enough right now for your whole song. I make maybe one variation somewhere in this whole track, but I want you to think of an effective pattern. Just use FL keys, come up with a good pattern quickly on your keyboard, on your keys, anywhere. Just pull up a 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 2, 5, 7th progression. Pull up a 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 2, 5, 7th progression. And you'll have something like this, and repeat it through your song. The key now is making the sound. So to make this sound, what I did was I used 3 different synthesizers, and I'll play them one at a time for you. So I have my soft synth. So come up with like a soft synth. Now, let's see. I had a serum. This is my high end, so we'll do that next. I have a piano playing. Now, if you listen to that without... That's just a piano. That's a really bright piano that I added reverb, delay, and ambient reverb. All right. Now, my next sound was just something to fill up the high end. Now, together, I'm getting a really nice, full, high-end sound. And that's what we're looking for on beats like this. Because our melody, the way he uses his melody is with his voice. So we'll hit that last. So come up with your progression. Boom, you got it. All right? Next, I want to focus on the drum pattern. Your drum pattern is going to play around a lot, all right? So think of, you're going to need... Hit 90 BPM. Just stick with 90 BPM for this one. All right. Now, you're going to need a clap or a hard snare, and then you're going to need a snap or a bounce snare. And listen to this beat. You'll notice I'm not even doing anything complicated with the hi-hat because I want to leave room for creative variables with sounds like he likes to do. You can get complicated with the hi-hats, but I chose not to for this song. Pretty much the idea is just have it like a poof, 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 boom, poof. But your bounce snare needs to be a different snare. All right, that's not that hard. All right. So my hi-hats. I left a 4 pattern basic right here, and then sometimes you'll hear me throw in a ride. All right, next we'll hit the 808. So with the 808, I kind of did this. What you do is just go find the bass notes of your chord progression. That's why it's important to start with your chord progression when producing in this style, at least. Copy them, you know, control, if you want to control shift, then you'll be able to highlight them like that. Control C, and then you'll go over to your sub bass, which I have right here, and then you control V and paste it. Now, you won't hear this unless you have some headphones or speakers. All right, so you got your sub bass, and it's gonna follow your progression, and you can have a little bit of play, which is what I did right here. You're gonna hear that. Well, you won't hear the play unless you play along with your kick. then my mute. Alright, here comes the bass again. Alright, so. So now we got, if you followed these steps, you should have a pretty good foundation for what you want your track to sound like right now. The next thing you're going to notice is these subliminal things that I put in. Like I said, he loves to sample anime, video games. He really likes his message to come across where, like, imagine if you were not listening to his vocals, you'll still get a message out of the song. That's the way I've been able to analyze his production style. He likes his message to be clear, and he sticks with a theme with his lyrics. But imagine that you need the message you're trying to convey with your lyrics. Imagine having to do it without your lyrics. And now this is where we get creative with the music, all right? So my lyrics for this song are about being alive. And kind of coming back from being where I was, you know. His lyrics are a lot about, yeah, I did this and I made it, you know.
Gonna work hard my whole life for this life that I live.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Did it for the fans, goddamn, man, I love you. I'm the living proof you could do whatever it is you want to.
You can make your dreams happen. He said stuff like that in his music.
It's for the kids in their bedroom who just don't know what they worth.
So I wanted to go with something a little less direct as far as word samples wise, because we're going to be showing this for a video. I didn't want to get like copyright claimed or anything, but I used a sample of a heart monitor, and this is another one I did. That's just a pluck I put in every once in a while. So if we put this with the beat, and let's get rid of all these vocals so you guys don't have to hear that right now. Alright, so now that we're here, let's listen with the effects in there. And at the end, I even go a little further with that idea. And that's what this is all about. And that also sets up for a great transition into another track. Like, gives a feeling of that there's a life somewhere in this track, either whether it's urgency or whether it's being reborn. Their theme seems to be life. And that little pluck sound, that I kind of want to just be like mystical creation, but who knows? So right now, your job is to convey your message without your lyrics, all right? So after you've accomplished this, and these sounds that I'm making, you don't need these synths. You could do this with FL Studio synths. You just got to get good with the delays and the reverbs and stuff, and the buses. Now that we've gone over everything in here, we should be at the point we have our 808s, our samples, our hi-hats and rides, our chord progression, and our hi-hats and automations. This is side chaining. Let's talk about lyrics. As I said before, he loves to talk about positivity, how he's accomplished where he's came from, but not in a prideful way. Imagine it more in trying to be inspirational type of way. And he comes off very much like that. He comes off very much like, hey, I can accomplish my dreams. You guys can do this too. chase it, work hard for it. I'm not saying it was easy, but I worked hard for it, and now look at it. I want you guys to do that too, my fans.
Did it for the fans, goddamn, man, I love you. I'm the living proof you could do whatever it is you want to.
He comes off very genuine, and his life too. I like his music videos. They come off cool. So, theme of your lyrics. Work hard. Work hard. Accomplish your dreams. Talk about how you made it. And talk about wearing bape. That too. Talk about what you like to do. Anime, video games, music, whatever you like to do. And talk about weed. Or if you don't like to smoke weed, talk about alcohol. Or if you don't like to drink alcohol, talk about getting high on life. So, with that in mind, I will show you guys the completed project, what we have here, and you guys can tell me what's up, and let me know what you think. It's not really, like, completely completed. I haven't mixed the vocals down yet, but I did enough so that you guys could hear the idea and the style that I was going for. So, let's take a look.
And I ain't got a reason to complain. New room in the stew every day. I'm just trying to do me and chase the fame. If I get it, yeah, my message stay the same. Tell the haters they can get out of my face. Yo, didn't fuck with me when I was near my grave. I earned this all and I did it my way. Started slow but now I'm moving in the fast. I ain't playing new tricks, my drink on the rocks. I'm making gravy now, cause my bread in the stocks. Call me a new boy, cause you can't tie me down. I'm in the stew, boy, yeah, and I ain't playing around. I got that new swag, new ground, new hype, new sound. New me, not you, old me, still true. And I'm just talking to my fans right now, and you just talking to your fan right now. I spread the positive message, oh yeah, I'm blessed and I ain't ever get you hasty, you stressing, but I digress and I just wanna feel your face on my chest and maybe caress it, cause you still the cutest girl in the race, yeah, I think we destined on. Let's take it back to the old me, when I was chill with all my homies, and we go out to all the parties, then we get drunk with all the Barbies, but now your youngin's looking lazy, and now your brain seems kinda hazy, you make decisions kinda hasty, but that's okay cause now lately,
Alright guys, so I hope that there it is. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys got any questions on some techniques or how I accomplish certain sounds, let me know. I'll make tutorials on them. I love to do this stuff for you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for checking out this video. Share it. Share it with, if any of you know Oliver Francis, share it with him, man. Nah, but for real though, guys. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the fact that we almost hit 2K subscribers. Putting it somewhere on here. You guys are awesome. And I guess leave ideas for future videos. I mean, love you guys. Take it easy, and I will see you next time. All right. Oh, check out the shops, Patreon, BeatStars, Pond5, Song Trader. Actually, it don't matter. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.